Okay, so you guys really seem to like the first starter house renovation video that I did. I appreciate all the support that I got on that, since it was like my first actual video. But I figured I'd make a new one. So on my community tab, I put up a poll, and almost 1,000 people voted on it. So I appreciate it. But you guys voted to do the peaceful living, I think it is. So we're gonna go ahead and buy that plot. Okay, so here is the peaceful living starter house. It's kind of plain on the exterior. I mean, it's better than the original first starter house, but at least that had multiple textures going on for the exterior. This doesn't. It's kind of just hurricane gray, like horizontal, whatever it's called, all the way around. So let's give a quick tour on the inside before we renovate. Okay, so walking up to the house, it's really close to the road, which is kind of annoying. But we've got a path to the front door, and we've got a driveway. Why isn't it opening? Is there curtains? Oh my god, there are curtains. Why would you put curtains on the garage door? That's just weird. Okay. The garage is detailed. There's a lot of stuff in here. It's kind of just junk thrown in here, but oh well. But going over here, we've got your front door, your porch area. And going in, we've got your living room. Really plain, kind of depressing, not gonna lie. It's just gray, green, and brown. And then we've got the kitchen with the flooring that really annoys me because it's all over the place. And then back here, we've got chairs, a grill. Not much, but it works. It's better having a patio here. Ooh, it's the expensive stove and fridge. And then over here, we've got your bathroom. Really bright. I'm assuming it's because that outdoor light. Yeah, not much going on in here. Kind of plain. And then out here, we've got your bedroom. The one bedroom in this house. I think the red is interesting. I don't know why he chose red for this room, but okay. Okay, so let's get started with the renovation because I can make this a whole lot better. Okay, so here we are in build mode. Here's the original floor plan of it, just so you can see. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and get started deleting everything. I am gonna keep a couple things just because I don't want to waste money, so I'm gonna keep the grill. And I'm gonna keep the fridge, I think. And then I might use a different stove, like the bigger version of this, but we'll see. Okay, I finished deleting everything. So now we've got pretty much an empty slate to work with. So first things first, I'm going to push this wall back by 1, just because it kind of bothers me, like how far out it goes. How far out it went? It was out here, but I want to push it back just by 1, just so it's not so like protruding out here. It's kind of weird. Fix this wall up because I want to move the garage over here instead of over here. Okay, so here is the new floor plan that we're going to work with. It's a little ways different than the kind of original like layout of this house, but I feel like I forgot to do a couple things. I wanted to split this off, but I kind of want to change it up a little bit just because it felt really open in the living space, and then the side bedroom and garage bathroom kind of thing was kind of weird. So now we've got a dedicated foyer, bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, dining space, your living room. I don't know, I'll put like a workstation here too, just because there's space for it. And then I've got a half bath out here, and then we've got your laundry, mudroom area, and your garage. So I kind of picked the style that I'm going to do for this house. It's going to be kind of like a East Coast style house. I don't know, I thought it was going to be kind of different. I was going to do modern farmhouse, but then I realized I did that last time for the starter house renovation, and I kind of want to do something different, so. Okay, so for colors of this house, I want to do like a blue, kind of. Like I want to do like a lighter blue, but not lighter. Actually, I'm going to stick with this. What is this? Fossil. We're going to do fossil for the house. Okay, I think that looks pretty solid. I keep saying solid, but we're gonna move on from the fact that I can't stop saying it. Okay, that looks kind of fun. This is different. It already looks a whole lot better, and I still haven't even done any like major detailing to it. Oh, I forgot to do roof trim. Let me do that real quick. Okay, so I just realized I haven't actually been recording when I was doing some little detail stuff after I finished roof trimming, so my bad. But all I did was just add beams alongside here to finish off the roof trim. And then I made this little custom overhang thing. I also changed the colors down here. So I'm using a custom color now. Here's the hex code if you want to use it for some reason. But I also changed the material. So now we're using asphalt shingles for the side paneling, as well as like accented by these symmetrical bricks. Okay, so for the front door, we're going to do something kind of custom. So we're going to use the standard window door. I don't know if I said window. And then we're going to raise it up, and then we're going to add some like miniature windows on the side. They're going to be custom, obviously. Everything I make is custom at this point. But we need to... I'm using a picture for reference for this part. But so for the reference picture, there's like... The window's like not this full length. It's only like ends here to like here. So I have to like use some basic shapes and stuff to get it right, but I have I know how to do it, I just don't really want to is the issue. Okay, I finally finished the front door. I know I said I was gonna like speed build process it, if that makes sense, just time lapse it, but I'm unable to just because of how long it took, and it was a lot of experimenting, so I apologize. But if you're curious, I kept using that cube thing, and then I just added a ton of structurals to a basic shape, and then I transformed the basic shape to like the top bit here, and then I just added structurals all around. It's pretty straightforward, and then I added a structural around the door just to add some more detail to it. So it looks really good. I'm actually proud of how it came out. I think that looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna do some custom windows now. Let me find a good like reference image. Okay, so I found a good one. I'll put it up on screen if I can find it when I'm editing this. But it's got several different variants of windows, which is nice, so I can recreate a couple of them. They need to make structurals and basic shape stuff cheaper. Like, I get it's probably like a performance thing, but I don't care. I need like... It's outrageous that these 3 simple windows cost almost 3 grand. Anyways, I need to add some like structural detail up here. So we're gonna take, not that one. That one's too small. Okay, we're gonna have to resize it. Might try a different thing with it. Like make it kind of arch. Actually, that looks kind of good. If I arch it slightly. I'm scared to see how much this house costs already. It's already $40,000. And I haven't even finished the front side of the house. Ugh, this is gonna be such an expensive build. Also, I'm debating, I kind of want to add some little, like, just corner trim details. The issue is, I would use a pillar, but I don't want it to, like, you know how it always does, it goes through the wall, just slightly, and it just is so annoying. That looks really nice. Okay, so I finished adding the little kind of pillars around the corners of the building, and then I also added the rest of the little details to the top of the roof pieces. I don't actually know what the technical name is for them, but they're there. So I think it looks pretty good. So I think I'm gonna finish windowing the rest of the house, maybe make like one more variant of the window, 1 or 2 more variants of the window. Definitely like a smaller, like just a square kind of version. And then I might make just like a overall shrunken down version, but we'll see. Okay, so I finished all of the windows. I made 2 different variants more. So we've got these like smaller windows compared to these ones. They're a little smaller. And then I've made these like square ones because I needed some small square ones for elsewhere. Like the garage, it looks pretty good. So I think it looks pretty good. It's the next day after I recorded the first part of this video, so I'm not entirely sure where I left off when I was talking, but I've got the windows done. I think I'm gonna make some quick custom doors to lead from the dining and kitchen space out to the back patio, because since the original starter house had a back patio, I want to still have a patio back here, so I'm gonna make some custom doors. Okay, so I finished the door frames for now. If you're curious, I used the basic opening and then I just put a ton of structurals around it. Okay, so I finished the doors. I'm sorry I didn't record any of it. I was messing around like usual, trying to figure it out. Okay, so we have a couple of doors. Each door is like $2,000, so it's just a cube on the base and the sides, and then a transparent cube here, and then it's like a ton of structurals all around. There's a lot. Again, each door is like a little, like around 2.5K, and then the door frame is like 1.3. So overall, each door like set is like 6 grand, which is annoying. But they look really pretty and they match the house really well, so we're gonna keep them. Okay, so for the back patio, I don't want it to wrap all the way around. I kind of want it to just stay right here. I might add like a small gardening section on this side. It'll make more sense, but we'll see. Also, if you see part of the interior, ignore that. I decided last minute that I should make this a 2-part video where I do the exterior now and then the interior in another video. So okay, so I got this idea for the back patio from another Bloxburg builder. I want to say it's a Burable. I don't actually know how to pronounce his name. But he started posting speed builds recently. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description if I remember. If I don't remember, just yell at me in the comments like usual. But I saw in like one of his recent builds that he did this kind of thing for the back porch, because I had no idea what to do for like, my back porch, so we're doing this because it kind of looks good. Well, I tested it already and it works out well. See, look how good that looks. And then we'll add like a trellis thing. I don't actually know how you pronounce it, or if that's the word. What is it? Pergola. I don't actually know what the word is. Pergola kind of thing. Something like this. Yeah, we'll add something like that above here. Okay, so for the pergola overhang thing, it's gonna be right here. And obviously we have to make it custom because, well, there's not any other option. So I'm gonna use, obviously, some basic shapes for it. Okay, so I'm gonna move the grill to this side, just because I want to put, like, kind of a outdoor couch stuff out here. This is, like, gonna be, like, the sitting area. And then I might have, like, a small dining space here, I'm not sure. I kind of want to bring it out further and make it go all the way to the edge of the, 3 wide concrete. I don't know. Okay, so I did quite a bit off camera. I wasn't actually trying to, I kind of was just messing around like always, but... So I brought the roof out, just this piece, just because it was really, like, small, and if I'm going to put a dining space here, there's not going to be much space there if I had it just only 2 out, so... And then I kind of finished decorating this. I'll do pillows in a little bit, but there's not much going on. I did use a decal plant. It's the same one I used in the O-shaped house, the little small plant. So, yeah, and then I also used a decal kind of carpet. This is from Lucas, I think. Yeah. So, again, decal credits and stuff used throughout the entire build will be left in the description. If I forget someone, I apologize. Just correct me in the comments, but... So now I need to work on a little dining space over here. So I found, like, a round dining table I want to use. Well, I found a picture, but we have the, like, exact dining table in game already, which is nice. I want to put it under the light, but the door's kind of in the way. For the chairs, I don't really know what to do. So I'm kind of just tempted to use the rustic chairs, because the picture is similar to it. I might just use that, but we're going to kind of customize it a little bit. I like doing this a lot to, like, some of the furniture in game, just because some of the furniture in games kind of... It's lacking something. I don't know what it lacks sometimes, but... Okay, so I finished the chairs. These are kind of how it came out. It's pretty simple. Similar to the picture I was using as reference, except those chairs are a lot different than these. So, I did what I could, and they don't look too terrible. I mean, like, by themselves, they look alright. I don't know. I'm leaving it as is. I don't feel like trying to go overboard with those. But I also made this little... I feel like that's really tall. I can say I made this little flower thing with some flower decals I had, but they're a little too big to be used here. Might try and find some smaller ones or something. Okay, after an annoying, like, 20 minutes, I finally put together this little plant pot for the outdoor dining table. It's not bad, it's kind of annoying, but oh well, it works. I'm giving up on that. So next we have just this little space over here. I don't actually know if I want to put anything over here. I might just leave the little grill and call it a day. I'm really proud of how it's coming out. This is where I've just been storing my decals for now. I'll come back and do landscaping back here, but I think I'm done decorating wise. I'll do pillows in a few. I hate doing pillows. It's so much work for such little reward, to be honest. And then I'll obviously use like normal bushes. I barely do if I do use decals in landscaping, it's like such like bare minimum stuff like here. Okay, so I finished the 2 front flower beds. I think they turned out pretty good. So I used the large bushes, the smaller bushes, large rocks, obviously my decal flowers, some grass, some of these compact bushes, and then the tulips. It's looking pretty good. I'm going to add a small detail to the front yard where I use paths to make it look like the lawn is mowed or something. I know we have like an actual mowed lawn grass texture now, but I'm not gonna lie, the texture looks kind of ugly. Like, it just looks weird. There's something wrong with it in my opinion. But okay, so for fencing stuff, I'm gonna use, what fence is this? The farm fence, and I'm gonna do it like 2 at a time or like 1 at a time, just because I think it looks slightly better like that. And then I'm gonna have like a full, like this tall fence kind of, I guess, go around. I don't want it to fully go around is the issue. Okay, so here's the fencing I'm gonna stick with. I like it. It's okay. I mean, it's okay. I might curve this like eventually. I don't know. And I kind of already started back over here on accident. But so I have a little path going back here. We've got a gate, and then using the long carpets resized, I think I'm going to try and curve the path over here, something like that. I think that works pretty fine. I like to do this sometimes when I'm trying to like do flower beds like this. I'll like put I know it overlaps the floor weirdly, but it kind of gives like a nicer curve sometimes. Like, see, that's like a much like gentler curve. I don't think that's a word. Like, I want to keep the back open, but at the same time I don't. Wait, maybe this might actually work. I actually really like the yard. Maybe I'll try and make this a bit more symmetrical. I think I'm gonna like just kind of go through some of this a little quickly just because I've got all of this flower bed to do. It's not that much, but there's still quite a bit, and as you saw here, it's pretty packed and detailed how I do my flower beds, so hopefully it looks okay. Okay, so I finished all of the landscaping. It took a lot of money and time. It looks really good though, it looks super pretty. But yeah, it was super time consuming and took up a lot of money. So now the plot budget value, oh my gosh, is at 305,000, which is a lot for that. There's not much. I think it looks pretty good. Like, it's super like cozy in the backyard. Like, just imagine sitting back here on your back little couch and just looking out and you see all these flowers. And I'm really happy I added these yellow tulips to blend in, because I know the decal has these yellow ones. So like adding in the yellow kind of just adds like a fun little different bit of color and adds more color to it. So I like it. And then the garden area, I kind of fixed up a little bit. I kind of scooted it over, and then I added this like pebble path kind of in between each little garden bed. It's pretty, I just put carpets and then put like dirt piles around it to give it this like shape. I don't know how I feel about this whole section. I'm gonna leave it for now just because I don't know what else I'd even put here. I thought about doing like a pool or a hot tub or something, but I feel like a gardening space is kind of just more fun and like unusual. And plus, if you have all this sunlight and like all these plants already, you might as well just have a gardening space here. So I think it turned out pretty well. I think that's everything for the exterior. I might do a couple little things here and there off camera, in between this video and the next one, but overall, this turned out really good. So now I just have to work on the interior.